Okay, guys, I'm actually going to cover two cuts tonight because I have to. The first cut is going to be this page. This is the last one you guys saw. I put a valve job on it. Valve job's not great. The guides are not perfect. And for this one, I put a 35-degree top cut on. Well, because the guides aren't great, I got more 35 on this side than this side. But I decided to test it anyway. So this is what we got. We got a minus, 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 plus, 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 plus. It obviously liked it. Now, I didn't really take out any more here than there already was. It just brought, sorry guys, it just brought this outside down a touch, okay? Obviously, it liked it. What did it do to the swirl? Minus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus, minus, plus. And it had a decent swirl pattern on it, but this pattern here was much narrower. Okay? Let's take a look at what we did to the exhaust. I did a little work on the outside of the bowl. It liked it. It was up right in the meat of the curve. But it didn't like this, okay, because the speeds went up. It went 220, 270, 211 to 313, 293, and 230. The speeds went way up. 284, 283, 207, 303, 318, 231, right? They all went up because it was moving more air in the meat, right? So what I did is I did some work to it according to these numbers, and you'll see that on the next sheet. As far as our intake air speeds, we went 281, 268, 281, 306, 314, 303. It's almost time to start taking a look at that pinch and seeing if that's holding us up. Center of the cylinder, 221. Center of the cylinder, 265. Went up quite a bit. Getting more flow here. Made a big difference in our roof speed. Roof cylinder, wall side, 223, 246. They both went up quite a bit. Short side radius, 368, 360, 330. 413, 411, 371. Way up. Okay, so this was relatively successful. It liked that 30-degree top cut, even though it wasn't even around the valve job like it should have been. Okay, so what do we do from this point? Well, I decided to make it look prettier, not pretty as it could be, but prettier. I radius this round all the way around. I did the same thing on the exhaust. I just did clean the radius a little bit. And I moved one of the walls of the exhaust port according to my air speeds. I think that's all I did. I used the outside wall on the bowl. Oh, sorry, guys. We got to go to this sheet now. Okay, let me get it set up. Okay, this is the sheet with the straight cut. This, I blended the 30-degree top cut, wider center of the cylinder wall, and I did my little radius on the chamber. Well, let's see how we did. Take a look at our low lift flow over here versus over here. Huge step up. So much of a step up, I'm really thinking I may need to redo this test because something's not right somewhere, right? But I like what's going on. It went from 95.7 to 108 and change. Up, up, up. They're all up. 300, 178.2, 187.6. Way up. At 0.35, we're over 200 already. Over here, we were just making 200. Oh, wait. You know what? It works better at the lower lifts and not so much at the higher lifts. In fact, it didn't even max out. This one was 215. This only got to 214. Take a look at our swirls. Over from here to here, right? Minus, plus, minus, 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 plus, plus, minus. You know, I don't like it fast in this area. So this is actually, to me, a better swirl curve. A quick look at our speeds, right? Push rod pinch. 306, 314, 303. 291, 320, 323. So it's sped up on these two, and it's slowed down on the roof. That's kind of interesting, right? I need to think about what's going on there. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, take a look at our roof. It went from 265, center of the cylinder, to 211. Huge step back. Roof cylinder wall side, 246, 251. This side started passing way more air, right? That's what I see when I see 246 to 251. But the other side isn't working as efficiently anymore. But I do like this flow curve better, so I'm not going to sweat it. So a lot of Chevys don't like this radius right here. They like it. They like literally a top cut and a very tight radius, and that's it. That works best. These, you got to remember, the ports are deeper, right? So the air is coming out straighter. It really seems to like this. So I have a feeling that's going to stay. All right, take a look at our exhaust. So what I did is I took some metal out of the center of the cylinder wall, according to my air speeds. I thought it needed some more area on this whole wall. So I took a little bit of metal out of that whole wall. It's not super thin, so it's good to go. Minus, noisy, but it's plus there, only a bit. Minus. Not good at all. So it's a bigger port that flows less. That's a step in the wrong direction, okay? Let's see if we can figure out what's going on according to our air speeds. 313, 293, 230. 264 went down. 286 went down. 207 went down. Now, of course, we have a little bit more area, so the air speeds are going to drop a little bit. But we're also moving less air. Okay? This side, 303, 318, 231. Down, down, down. Okay? Not great. So, I need to think about, is it possible that the exhaust doesn't like this radius right here? It's possible. It's more likely that moving this wall, even though it was only a few thousandths, not the way to go. So, you live and you learn. So next one, I won't be taking as much out of that side. So I think I know what I need to do to check that out and get that better. So let's take a quick look at our liquid. Our liquid flow is really quite interesting. Let me grab a little light. Take a look down that. That is pretty cool. Right there where there's no liquid is a little too thin to take any more metal out of. I would like to take it out, but I can't. I'm at my limit. Take a look at the valve. The valve has got a really wide pattern on it because this section is flowing a lot better. So it's pulling the liquid up. You can actually see it right there. It's pulling the liquid up. How about the chamber? We've got blue. We've got blue all the way down to here, to this edge, all the way around. And then we got splatter. We got splatter literally to here. That's how far we've got splatter. So As far as liquid, I think we're doing really well. I like that. I actually I like our curve right now as far as our intake. Yeah, I'd like to get another 35 CFM out of that, but I'm not sure I can do that with this size valve because unfortunately these have old porting on them and the throat ratio is already, I think, 92. I actually calculated that on one of the sheets. I thought I did. Sorry. Okay, you can see down the port. It really hits that bulge in that wall hard. I'm about at my thickness level, so it's gonna have to stay. Got nothing on the rest of the port. The rest of the port is clean as a whistle. All right, guys. Time to start looking at where else the restriction is. I have to measure that pinch. That might be it. I mean, I can still take some metal out of the center. I can do that. This wall is basically done. All right, guys. Friday night beat. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.